His final time through 3 and 4. He's going to do it. Bubba Wallace wins at Kansas.
That in the 1970s, most of the guys running Cup were 30 and 40 years old. He was only the second rookie in the modern era to go to victory lane. It didn't happen. Earnhardt ran in the top 5, top 10 most of the day. And then Baker fell out, a couple of the other leaders fell out, and Earnhardt started leading laps. And then I think something probably changed inside the helmet for Dale Earnhardt, because now all of a sudden he's in the lead and he's competitive, and he's the guy to beat now. And so he actually had to outrun Bobby Allison and Darrell Waltrip that day to take the win. Outran Waltrip, and then Waltrip got passed late in the day. Allison got second with maybe 5 laps to go. But there was no catching that blue and yellow number 2. To keep the concentration and to keep the competitiveness and to be in the car for 3 or 4 hours like they had to be back then, it was a maturity process. And Dale came of age that day, and the drivers were universally praising him. He didn't do anything dumb. He didn't wreck anybody. It was one of those situations that Earnhardt needed a breakthrough win. He needed to put his name on that list, and he was able to do that here.
Drivers have fainted, they've been collapsing, they've had ammonia sniffs, they've had oxygen, but that man, all he's had all day is a steering wheel.
Nobody has ever won more races here at Darlington than 44-year-old David Pearson. He has won 8 races, 2 Southerns, 6 Rebels, and is on his way to race win number 9 at Darlington, the toughest place in the world to win. This will be his 104th career win. He's won over $2 million, and he's earned every penny of the winning purse today, and there's the checker for David Pearson. So David Pearson comes across the winner. In second place, getting the checker flag right now is Bill Elliott, and right behind him, Terry Labonte. And pulling up alongside David Pearson as they go down the backstretch is friendly foe of many races, Cale Yarborough, who I think sends something to him there, maybe a little congratulations. And for the first time today, Cale goes by David Pearson. Cale will finish 31 laps behind.
So Davey Allison scored those 5 wins a year ago. Picks up his first if he can just keep it flying here through a couple more. This could be his 19th victory if he takes the checkers today. 7th full season on the Winston Cup scene. Robert Yates bought that team from Harry Ranier back in '88. White flag is down, and there's 1 to go. And Davey Allison, in his 5th year with Robert Yates, is on his way in that final lap, looking for win number 19. There's one here, as we mentioned earlier, in the fall race, which is now a Saturday night affair. We're going to be here in September to enjoy it. Allison coming from 18th to 8th in the Winston Cup point standings as he takes the checkers here today. What a jump up for him. And
the situation with Earnhardt. He continues to sit behind pit wall and watch his NASCAR Winston Cup points lead diminish. Here is a big win for Ernie Irvan and for the Robert Yates, Larry McRiddle, Texaco Hamlin Ford team. This is very emotional.
He's consistent every week. Channel left material. And look, wasn't afraid to change the motor and go to the rear. Wasn't worried. A lot of guys say, well, we're doomed.
And wasn't afraid to let people pass him. Say, I'll race you when the time comes.
2 guys that went to the rear are first and second point men. Where are they now?
Right up there.
First and fifth.
Get back to the line. Got no pressure.
Sterling Marlin will get his 8th consecutive top 10 finish, his 10th Winston Cup career win, and his 2nd win of 2002. Marlin wins the Carolina Dodge Dealers 400. Elliott Sadler 2nd. Harvick 3rd, and for 4th, Earnhardt Jr. holds off Ryan Newman, Jimmy Johnson, and Rusty Wallace.
And a fast closing Matt Kenseth.
Jeff Gordon ends up 9th. 2 laps to go. Nadeau in the 44 is ahead as Labonte tries to close in and steal the win away from the kid. They'll get the white flag when they come back. Wow. Will Will McMurray make one mistake in traffic that costs him the race? Can the 2000 champion pounce and take advantage? 1.5 miles to go. White flag is up at Charlotte. Jamie McMurray trying to pull off the upset.
And Jerry Nadeau was a class act that time. He got out of the way. Let McMurray and Bobby Labonte decide this thing among themselves.
One final set of corners to go. No lap traffic to come into play. Labonte's going to have to make a desperate move here. He rides into the corner deep.
Come on, come on.
He'll do it. 26-year-old Jamie McMurray pulls off the victory in just his second NASCAR Winston Cup start.
Slow, catches 2 top, 5 apart. This is the white flag. One more lap.
Brought to you by Credit One Bank. The white flag, that is.
Well, it's official. Just get this thing limped around there, Kurt.
Team 2311.
Pick for my ones to watch. Who was that?
Well, I mean, you always take the low-hanging fruit, Clint. I mean, come on.
This team formed by Denny Hamlin in a conversation with Michael Jordan. What if we go racing? Toyota jumped on board. With Bubba Wallace, they became a 2-car team. And here comes Kurt Busch to deliver the jump man the victory.
Hell yeah, man. You are the best.
Them boys earned it today.
Yes.
Brought a fast hot rod. Brought a champion in that seat, and he got the job done. This is going to be a big celebration. You're going to see this cat be happy.
Kyle Larson 1.3 back. Kyle Busch 1.9. That breaks Kurt Busch's string. In 3 of his last 4 wins, a driver named Kyle finished second.
Got to spin Michael McDowell off the 4. Kept it out of the wall.
Hey, pole sitter Christopher Bell gives him a victory nudge, and 23-11 gets both the win and a top 10 finish for Bubba Wallace.
Lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. A win a year ago made history for Bubba Wallace. And now, this car with Kurt Busch behind the wheel won earlier this year here at Kansas. Bubba Wallace looking for his 2nd career win in the Cup Series. His final time through 3 and 4. He's going to do it. Bubba Wallace wins at Kansas.
Survive the Bubba Wallace.